another great episode of Real Life Matters. I'm your host with the most. I'm DBoss. And today we have a very special interview that's going on. And there are people that's sponsoring the Durham Caribbean Festival, which is happening on June 27th, 2020. And anybody that wants to join or wants to be a part of that show, be sure to log on to DurhamCaribbeanFestival.com to see what's happening on that day. And also we have giveaways that we're going to be giving away also. So the question is, how long has the Durham Caribbean Festival been going on? How many years? So, since that's the question, you can send the email, you send the answer, and you're going to get a giveaway courtesy of the Durham Caribbean Festival, which is hosted by Mary Galvin. But with no other further ado, we got the big sponsors here. We got one person in Jamaica. We got one person out of Toronto, Canada. We got JN Bank and JN Money Transfer. So with no other further ado, from JN Bank, we got Emile Spence. And from JN Money Transfer, we got Claude Thompson. So we'll welcome them to the show. Hello.
Hi, DBoss. Thanks for having us.
Yes, I'm so proud to have you guys here. And I know you guys are the official sponsors behind the Durham Caribbean Festival. And that's just wonderful for you guys. So, Claude Thompson, where are you from? Can you tell everybody your background?
Well, of course, I am from Jamaica.
Okay.
And to be specific, I'm from the wonderful parish of St. Thomas. But, given I consider myself a journeyman. So I lived in Kingston for a brief moment, in Portmore. I lived in Trelawney, and my last place before coming to Canada would have been Montego Bay.
Wow. And Emile, am I saying your name correctly? Emile? Emile. Okay. And where are you? I know you're from Jamaica, but tell everybody, because we got 12 million people watching us. So
no problem. I was born in Kendal, Manchester, but I spent all my life in Kingston, having gone to school in Kingston. I'm a Woolmerian, for those who are listening in, happily. And resided in Canada for a while. Back home, came back to Canada. I'm in Jamaica, waiting to return as soon as things have settled down.
Oh, okay. So you're down there where you can't come back because of COVID, the pandemic, or you just
No.
all the
above. I will return. I came down for the birth of my grandson.
You mean I shall return?
Eh?
I shall return.
It looks like you're gonna be staying down there a little while because because it's already June, and you should have came up here, I guess, for the past the get here for the summer, right?
All right. Yeah. That's
wow.
Correct. That's all about.
All right. Well, you guys are part of one big family, but I know you guys are under two different umbrellas, but you're still all under the corporate development of the part JN. So JN's a big thing. So, okay, we'll start with Claude, and then we'll go with Emile, and then you guys can jump in. Okay, so can you explain to people, Claude, what is JN Money Transfer?
Well, JN Money Transfer has been in Canada for just about 30 years. And we are a remittance company. And that remittance company provides persons with the opportunity to transfer money to Jamaica and to other parts of the Caribbean and other countries like the UK, Canada, so the Cayman Islands, of course, and the US. So pretty much we see ourselves as the organization that is best positioned to assist our persons in the diaspora, Jamaican diaspora, to connect with families back home, So and we've been doing that for over 30 years.
Wow. So, because people don't know, because a lot of viewers are coming from, in the 22 countries we're showing in the Caribbean. So, is JN money transfers that offered in those places? Like, for instance, in Barbados, like where, if people want to send money, where would they go, there to find you guys to send the money to Jamaica?
Well, I'm happy you asked that question. And while we don't have a JN money operation in those countries, what I'm happy to say is that the partnerships, we have remitted partners that we are able to use to facilitate persons wanting to transfer money to anywhere in the world for that matter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
So we'll come back to you. So, Emile, the JN Bank, explain to everybody what you do, what the JN Bank offers the people.
JN Bank is the third largest commercial bank in Jamaica. It was formerly the Jamaica National Building Society. A lot of persons would have been members of Jamaica National Building Society, but in 2017, the Building Society, the JN Group, restructured, and out of it came JN Bank. The Building Society became JN Bank. We have been in Canada the same time that JN Money started. So we both JN Money and ourselves celebrate 30 years this year of being in Canada from 1991 as JN Bank Representative Office on Eglinton. And what we do, we provide the Jamaicans with an opportunity to that financial bridge between Canada, in this case, and Jamaica, to maintain a relationship where they can maintain savings accounts, they can access any one of JN Group services, because we're a large financial group. Persons can access JN to buy property and get mortgages in Jamaica, get funds to start business in Jamaica. All the service we offer, we facilitate in Jamaica. So we are a representative office, so we do not provide commercial banking services in Canada. But one can open accounts through us in Jamaica.
All right, so that means the JN Bank is offered for people, not just, because we got a lot of, I know we got Jamaicans living in Jamaica, obviously, but what about other people? So anybody that wants to do business.
Anybody wants to do business in Jamaica, that's correct. In Jamaica, anybody. It's not limited to a Jamaican national. Any person who wants to do business in Jamaica, we are that financial bridge to assist in allowing you to do that.
So what type of services do you offer the people versus a regular bank?
You could open savings accounts, make investments. We could facilitate that for Jamaica through JN Representative Office in Canada. One would not. When one opens an account, you're opening it in Jamaica, but you're actually doing it physically in Canada. Now you're preparing all the documents, and those go to Jamaica for processing, right? And if persons want to start business, we can facilitate that by making that link between Jamaica and Canada.
Okay, so your main office is in Toronto, right? On Eglinton. It's on
Eglinton and Allen.
Eglinton and Allen. Okay, so is it the only place in Canada that people can go to a JN Bank, or are they offices all across?
No, we have a facility on a weekend in Brampton. It's closed presently because of refurbishing and also COVID, but that will possibly be up again, reopening in another month or so. But our main office is on Eglinton.
Okay. And in Jamaica, of course, because that's so Jamaica. They got to go pick up the money in Jamaica from the bank there. You're sending the money.
That's correct. But
I just wanted people to understand.
They can use technology to access the service. So although physically we are on Eglinton, technology allows you to be able to get any service that you need to do in Jamaica.
Right.
And Claude now. Now you like
you mentioned something about sending money from JN Money to the bank to pick up, and I just wanted to jump in real quick.
Okay.
While that service is possible in other jurisdictions, for Canada, we're unable to send money directly from JN Money to JN Bank. right?
Oh.
Yes, because of the specific regulations.
Because of
that type of operation. Right.
And the relationship. So we'd be sending to ourselves, basically.
Right. Pretty much we are unable to do that because it appears as if we are sending to ourselves. And the government, based on the regulation, doesn't allow for that at this time. However,
you've done fair advantage.
Right.
That would be a good advantage.
Well, yeah, we think so. But because even since I came to Canada, I made some attempts to our compliance team to look at it. But it's that's how it is. But needless to say, though, that if you have services in at the bank, for example, your mortgage payments, all credit payments, all bill payments and stuff like that, we are able to facilitate those at JN Money. Sometimes persons may confuse the two, but the fact that you have a savings account, it's no, we can't. But if you have a credit account, a credit card, a loan, you're paying
a loan, you can.
Yes, we are able to facilitate those transactions at JN Money, right?
Okay, so JN Money is to pay bills or send money to each other?
Right. So essentially what we do, we're a little more than just a remittance company. Maybe I should have said that at the start, because primarily we started out providing that service of remittances. We have evolved into providing additional services by allowing persons who still have those relationships with Jamaica to pay their property taxes. Many persons have left Jamaica with a relationship with the National Housing Trust, for example. And as such, we are able to allow them to pick up their money, their refunds through our facilities here in Canada, right? So we cover quite a number of services. We set it up at this point, you almost feel like you're still at home. You walk into our offices, you pay your JPS, you pay your NWC, you pay your insurance, you pay your maintenance fees, you pay whatever it is, whatever services you have in Jamaica, we're likely to be able to cover those payments on your behalf without much hassle.
The boss, just to sort of emphasize the relationship, is that persons come to JN Bank to access a mortgage, to buy a property in Jamaica. When they get that loan, then they can go to JN Money to make the mortgage payments. Persons can also, through JN, insure their property. They might have a car, they might have a house, they can do that. And they can make that payment through JN Money.
Yes.
Right?
We can do it for you. Just some of it we may need a bit of a conversation, but we are able to facilitate at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
So what kind of documents do people need if they want to open an account, or if they come to you guys, what do you need to start so you could start to do that?
What we want to establish is that we know who we are doing business with. Right? So therefore, we would require of you some form of identification, some proof of identity, proof of where you live, the source of the funds that you're going to use to make the savings or the investment. We need to have that established. And we would ask that there comes with it a recommendation that you are of good character to do business. So
what do you mean by character? If you're a
reference, we just get a reference.
Or a reference, a character reference.
Okay. Yeah, reference from the bank, from your good person, for those who, have that relationship. So you get that documentation, you come in. Once you have all the documentation, it's pretty simple. It's processed, sent to Jamaica, an account is established, you are informed of your account number, and you start making your deposits as you see fit.
Okay, so that's when you would go over to Claude at JN Money Transfer.
No, you couldn't go to Claude to make the savings deposit. You do that through your bank or through any other facility that allows you to do that.
You see?
Right.
You're learning
Right.
something
Yeah.
here now, right?
Yeah. That's something that a lot of persons, sometimes seem to miss. But yeah, we would love to be able to do that. But the unfortunate reality is that we are where we are, and so what we try to do is to provide guidance. I know what the bank does is to provide guidance to the customer in getting those funds to Jane Bank in the most cost-effective manner. I think that's the
And
objective.
safe manner.
And safe manner.
And
But I want to
Claude,
highlight too.
So what's the procedure for people to sign up with JN Money Transfer now? That's a little probably different, right?
Well, it's a little different, and it works like the standard remittance. You're not opening an account or anything of the sort. You just provide your identification, because that is important in moving monies these days. So we would want to verify that you are who you say you are. And once you're satisfied, you're able to send money to the respective destinations that you require. One of the things that we've been promoting over the past, I would say, 10 years, 15 years, perhaps 20 years, which is the JN Money Transfer Card.
God.
That has been around for a very, very, very long time. But guess what? It has become more relevant today, because this card provides the utmost convenience, right? We had a promotion some years ago, and I don't know why we changed it. As a Quinted Reach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think we should get back to that, because in fact, when you make those statements, it's a cliche, and people tend to say, okay, yeah, we want to emphasize the truth, right?
It's a proven fact.
In fact, persons, I give you an example. Persons are standing at the counter, sending money to a card, and before they receive that receipt, they're receiving a call from the recipient that the money is card. It is that quick, it is that convenient, and guess what? There's no need for any long lines. The only lines that you probably will stand up in is to go and get the card, and once that's done, that's it. Right? We're now piloting a process now where cards can be sent to individuals instead of them having to come in.
And with that card, you can go to a supermarket. You can get anywhere, like a debit card.
Yes.
So what's the difference between you guys and Western Union? Is the fees different, or is it cheap, or is it less? Because I'm sorry, we gotta ask.
I will forgive you. I will forgive you for mentioning the competition. But yes,
but you have to ask you, because you
could. Right? Yes. I will accept that. Perhaps in the market, Western Union is well known, but I believe the service that we provide to Jamaicans primarily, I think no remittance company can compare.
The boss, as Claude just says, it's in the service, and the common thing, the proof is in the tasting, and that is what we can say. We can stand up and deliver. Old cowboy days, we can do that.
Right.
The product that
it seems like Emile, you've been working a long time there.
Huh?
It seems like you've been working a long time now.
Well, I have some license, if I may say that.
Yeah. Well, he probably may want, perhaps want to be a little modest now, but I think he's one of the main drivers who started the whole JN Money concept, or JN Money service, to be exact.
Wow.
He's like a pioneer in the JN Money company. Right? So he has all information. He can tell you much, much more than I can. But suffice it to say that JN Money is here in Canada. We have been providing that level of service. We're seeing more persons that are taking up the JN Money brand now. And I just want to use the opportunity to remind them that we are here on Eglinton. We are also in Scarborough at Morningside, 111 1143 Morningside Avenue. And we are also in Brampton. And Brampton is fairly new. We opened that location 1 year ago and it's doing extremely well. We're located at the famous Kennedy Mall on Kennedy Road. That's 50 Kennedy Road South. And we are encouraging a lot of people to go there, especially those persons in Brampton, and to visit us at that location because it's so convenient, and we're in that location because I'm now been told that is really the Jamaican area in Brampton. Right.
It is?
It is because the services that are there, you have all the Caribbean stores, the Caribbean food stores are there, and many other entities are set up there. And plus the different stores like the supermarkets provide a lot of Caribbean stuff, and we find that Jamaicans tend to support those organizations, you know?
So what about, you know, you get a lot of farm workers coming. So does the farm workers use both of yours, you know, JN Bank and JN Money?
Right.
Yes, I do.
And there's a strong program that is on right now. We have my colleague manager, Paula Fennell. She's in charge of that program, and she has a direct contact with these farmers. I know in Jamaica too, we have a relationship with the ministries, and they do allow us from time to time to interface with the farmers. I think this year was a little different, and given the COVID situation.
Yeah, the COVID, yeah.
Yeah, but we do have that relationship where we connect with them from Jamaica, provide them with some information, so when they get here, they're able to meet up with us and do their transfers. Recently, we installed a mobile agent in areas, and his job is to go to the areas that we can't reach, you know, and it perhaps might not be convenient to set up an agent there full time. So he's there to move around and speak to these persons, and he's equipped to produce a transaction right on the spot. Right?
So what is he? So he has a van or something? He's going in a car, or what is it?
Yes, he has a van, and the van has the requisite power supply. He has his internet connections, and we have downloaded all the facilities on his laptop, and he's outfitted with the appropriate devices that he needs to facilitate a transaction.
So do you do the same thing, Emile? Is Emile, those people can set up an account, or they have to come physically to the office?
No, man, they can set up accounts because from time to time we have external promotions. COVID didn't allow that, but we do have external promotions. Go to the public space, and persons could then become members of JN through providing the necessary deals. But I just want to say something quickly in terms of what Claude mentioned about the money card and also JN, because there are a lot of persons, as you would know, the boss, in the Caribbean, we support home country. So you're always sending back stuff, sending back money to support family and stuff. And one of the things about the money card, it allows you to help that person directly. So that individual takes a card, you can send, whether through the farm work program, they can send money directly to the individual. So nobody will have access to their money or anything. So it's safety. For those who are taking care of their children can know the money management by getting their money directly and managing it.
So how old do they have to be able to get their money from their parents if they're there or wherever?
Once the parent can sign up and they're on it as an adult, and they get the card.
And they can give them a card.
They give them the card.
Yeah, right. And one other thing too, and it's the card is taking on a life of its own, you know, because now we're giving the opportunity to persons who are here who would like to travel to Jamaica, especially in these times, to apply for the card online, right? And pick up the card when they get to Jamaica. They just indicate the location that would like this card to be at, and then once they arrive in Jamaica, they'll be able to go and pick up that card there. We will activate the
So
card.
you're saying that so they can transfer money and receive money while they're down there, like now.
Right.
So Emile's probably getting a whole bunch of money because he has his JN money transfer card.
Well, that's essentially work. Right. That's essentially right.
I know, but I just bother y'all.
Yes, but that's essentially how it works, DBoss. But what we're trying to do too is you are. I know you're Barbadian, right? Yeah.
Yeah, my parents.
Yeah, your parents, right? But persons
they got a lot of Jamaicans living in Barbados, though. So.
Oh yes.
Yes. But persons who are living here who would like to go to Jamaica, Jamaicans, right? Would like to go to Jamaica, but yet they may not want to travel with that cash.
Okay.
Right? So they can apply for the card themselves by providing the requisite IDs and so on, upload those. And then we will have the card ready for them when they come down on vacation or go down on vacation. We will also activate the card to allow them to upload funds on that card. So once they arrive in Jamaica, they can do the necessary activation, enter their PIN and so on, and they will be able to now use that card without having to use cash, you know?
So you mean like if they go to a store, they can use that card?
It's like a debit card. You can go to a store. You go to a store. You go to the bank to pull the cash if you need it for whatever reason. All the services. Once the card is accepted at any of the merchants in Jamaica, then that card will be able to facilitate purchasing items and so on.
The convert is with the bank. All account holders are given a debit card. So you don't have to get into the long right. Once you establish an account.
So that's a different card from the JN money transfer.
Yeah, that's a direct card linked to your savings account.
Right.
So that's two cards on two different services.
Right. And what we need to point out too, that some persons are of the notion that you'd need to have an account with JN Bank for you to do transfers with JN Money. No. There's no account for even to pick up the JN Money transfer card. It's a simply a transfer service, a remittance service, which with additional features of the card, attached to it. So that's pretty much what it is. What I also want to mention quickly is, in the age of technology and the fact that COVID is still here and will remain with us for a little while, we have been moving to improve our online platforms. We're trying to go as digital as much as possible. And so we have our e-transfer service where persons can e-transfer us funds and give us the appropriate instructions to send the money on their behalf to the respective persons in Jamaica. And yes, you can use that facility to pay your bills, to pay your mortgage, and to do everything that you would normally do if you're working in the office. And
so that's how COVID made you do your business differently now. So now you're going to accept the e-transfers.
Well, we have been doing that. We have been doing that, but we have made a lot of noise about it. But no, no, we are, and we're seeing a lot of persons taking up this service, right? So because of the convenience, and most persons are quite familiar with sending money via e-transfer, so that makes it that much easier. Of course, getting money online, and what we have done in recent. I thought this was on.
It's okay.
What we have done in recent times is to improve our online service, right? Signing up, as we say, we have a promotion going, is a breeze. Once you go on Gen Online, we're able now to facilitate your onboarding right to the point that you're now able to send your transfer within 5 or 10 minutes. You simply upload your IDs and you get verified around about the same time. So all of those things are moving to make the convenience that much better for our customers.
All right. So
and
Claude and Emile now.
Sorry, yeah, you're going. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I'm saying, Emile. Okay, can you tell us how you're doing business different since of the COVID?
Yeah, with these COVID times, now one of the things come back to technology, because part of Jane, there's a technology part of Jane, which, you know, to use that nice word, now you have to pivot. We encourage all our account holders, number one, to sign up for the online service. We have Jane Live, which is a online banking service that allows you to have 100% access and manipulation of your account to do anything. Pay the bills, any amount of bills. Our billers are, you know, the amount of billers are enormous, too large to mention. You can pay bills, you can do wire transfers, you can make requests for payments outside of the bank. So it allows you from your living room, if you forgot to do a transaction and you woke up in a dream, you can just go to your computer online and do your business, right, easily. And another thing is that there are a number of associations in Canada, alumni associations, and also what you call hometown associations, who have relationships back with their villages and their schools, etc. And they contribute money. We facilitate that. And the alumni associations can actually control their accounts and deal with who and how they disperse their money. They don't need a physical branch. They do it online. And many are enjoying that freedom easily. Once they raise their funds here, they're going to have their parties, their barbecues, etc. They can send that money through Jane and have that money disbursed as they so order, and they can look and to see, ensure that the recipient, the intended recipient, is getting the funds.
Well, I'm happy Emile mentioned the alumni associations, and we do want all of them to be a part of the Jane Bank. For now, I suspect a few of them are not, and what we try to do is to encourage them to use our facility, Jane Money Transfer, to get those funds into those respective accounts. We have had some discussions, and we're hoping that before too long, we will be able to get those persons who don't have persons who have accounts with other institutions, let me put it that way, can use JN Money now to have those funds sent to Jamaica until they're able to move over their accounts to Jane Bank, right? Yeah, because I mean,
wow, that's a lot of info. But what if somebody wanted to have, you know, a kiosk or something in their location or something? What would they do? Did they contact you? Did they contact Emile, or what? How do they go about that?
You're referring to Jane Money, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are always on the lookout for agents. Right now, we're in discussions with quite a few persons, with establishments, primarily for Caribbean people. If they're interested in becoming an agent, I'll be happy to speak with them. I can share my contact details now. Where, it's my cell is 416-845-4350. That's my cell number, and I'll invite anyone who has
so they can be, so a kiosk could be in any country, or do you have to go through a lot of, or like in the Caribbean, throughout the Caribbean? Because they got Jamaicans living in Trinidad, they got Jamaicans living in Antigua, they got Jamaicans living, you know, they got people living everywhere. Now the Caribbean, everybody's moved everywhere. So
well, yes. As I indicated earlier, while for some of the Caribbean countries, we really don't have a JN Money presence there.
Okay.
We have established partnerships with other remittance companies that are able to provide that service in the respective territories. What we want them to do is to visit us at JN Money here in Canada, and we're likely to send money using our partners to any part of the world at this time. You know, we're seeing persons coming in from Africa, from Dubai, all of those places, simply because our partners are here to support us and helping persons getting money to those countries.
Okay. And Emile, everybody only has to come to the bank over there, right? Because you guys, it's too much
Right. They just
protocol.
come to the bank, or they contact us through the web or by telephone, 416-784-9657 or 516-601-2250. And we'll be able to tell them what's the next step, or they can go on Jane Bank, go on the website www.janebank.com, and they'll be able to see and get more information as to what they need to do. Anybody in Canada can have an account. It doesn't matter physically where you are.
Okay.
We'll make the arrangements for the documentation to reach you, to get it, to have it processed via Jamaica, and you become a part of the Jane group.
Well, I'm telling you, Durham Caribbean Festival. You know, you guys are part of the festival.
Oh,
so
yes.
What does Durham Caribbean Festival mean to you? Anyone can answer first. Claude?
Well, let me go. Normally you will yield to the senior guy, you know.
But he can answer his own way.
Yes, but I want to give him the last say.
Okay.
Right. But we have been with Durham Festival since its inception. And I don't want to give away the answer because I know persons out there viewing and may have to do some work in order to get the answer, right? But we've been there from day one. From our observation, we recognize that the festival, the Durham Caribbean Festival, brings the music together. We have met persons there, persons who have left Jamaica many years ago. And I was just seeing them for the first time after several years. So it brings the community together, right? It brings food. It kind of gives you that sense of belonging, that sense of being back home and so on. And the fact that it does that for the community, we believe that we do the same thing for our community as well. The same people that well,
it's obvious. It's community. You guys are in the community.
By bringing people together in this way, we think Durham Caribbean Festival, we identify with that kind of situation because many of our customers are persons who participate in this event, and we connect persons with families back home. So it's kind of like a symbiotic type of relationship. And so we felt that it was important for us to keep supporting such an event, so supporting Mary for our effort, ensuring that culture remains in the community. And we're glad as a Jamaican company that we're able to support those efforts to bring families together.
Yes, and thank you for sponsoring JN Money. Thank you for sponsoring the Durham Caribbean Festival. So, Emile, what does Durham Caribbean Festival mean to you now? Come on.
I don't think there's much more I can say after listening to Claude. Because, but he's right. You said the Caribbean Durham Festival brings together Caribbean people. I mean, it's a very diverse bunch, but we come out as one unique product. And, with all our music, our art, our literature, everything that comes together and meeting people, seeing Caribbean people outside of maybe the distinction of the accent. Sometimes you don't even know that one is from Trinidad versus Barbados or Jamaica. Everybody is together and having fun. And it's an opportunity we saw where we can also contribute to keeping the Caribbean vibe alive here, because one of the things about Jane is that we contribute in any geographical area that we are. So we encourage development and togetherness in Canada. Although we're a Jamaican company, we give back to the community here, and we support the community and any community event, as Claude had said before. And we recognize that it's a family event. generations upon generations, and I'm not going to say how long the festival has been around.
But it's, you know, people have to answer. You got to go and get the giveaway. You got to get the giveaway. So if you don't know how long Durham Caribbean Festival, well, then I'm sorry for you, because I know the answer and I'm going to go sign in.
I know the answer. I was going to put up my hand when they announced it. You know, I was going to put up my hand and say, can I? But we have been here from inception. It's an event which we support, which we think is very, 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 very crucial in keeping the Caribbean together. And I wish for continued success with Mary and her crew. And also for you.
Do you guys get a lot of customers from her when you guys go to the event? I know you guys have booths and stuff, so you get a lot of customers.
Yes,
we've supportive of us.
We've seen a lot of. They've always done that, right? And the more involved you are, you know, in engaging the persons on the ground, the more they'll come and give you that support. You know, so the little thing.
Giveaways.
They tend to come out.
You guys tend to be a little stingy with the giveaways sometimes, though.
Huh? The boss?
Say that again.
I said you like to be a little stingy sometimes with the giveaways. So, but you do give away good. Maybe it's the not JN Money Transfer. I think maybe it's the bank. Because I remember one year you guys had some nice umbrellas.
Oh yeah, that's why we make sure we make sure that the sun doesn't take away any or detract your enjoyment. So we make sure we keep you covered.
Yes.
Yes. No, when they weren't stingy, it was just that you had to sign up the bank to get a bank account to get the umbrella.
That's good. That's
that's fair. Yeah, Sweden's labor.
You know, you have like a saying in Jamaica, one hand feed the other.
Okay. Well, you guys, you know, it's just been something, you know, make sure everybody log into Durham Caribbean Festival on June 27th. You log in, and unfortunately, that's my birthday. So,
yeah, okay.
That's in mind.
Yeah, I want my umbrella.
All right. Okay.
But anyways, I thank you guys, you know, for coming on and talking to everybody, telling people what Durham Caribbean Festival means to you and what both of your services offered. You gave a lot of information, like it's two separate entities, even though it's under one corporate umbrella, but still it's, you know, it's different. So you don't have to have a bank account to get a JN Money Transfer card. With JN Bank, you have to go sign in, get the bank so you can get paid your bills. So I think from watching this, when people are going to see this interview and to see you explained very well the product, what your product offering, so more people could come in and join. And now since they could do it online, I think that's something that's remarkable. So is there any shout outs that you guys want to say? Any last shout outs to anybody? To your people?
Well, I just want to make sure that Caribbean people in particular, but everybody in general, stay safe. Make sure you protect yourself from what is happening now so that we can meet again in open air and have fun. Make sure that your business is aligned to JN Bank and to JN Money. JN is here for you to make sure that we can deliver and to help you to achieve your goals. We are here for you.
Right, and I just want to join Emile in saying all of that too. And to Mary and her team for inviting us to be a part of the festival, to the persons who will be viewing this interview, to our customers who support us so well over the years, to our staff members for going over and beyond, especially during this time, to continue to deliver the services to our customers. So I'm particularly happy to be associated with the festival. My one and only visit was enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to going back, as Emile said, when we can meet in open air, hopefully in a not too distant future. So, and again,
well, Emile will be here though, I don't think, right?
Yes. So thanks for the boss for having us on as well. We really appreciate it.
Well, I'm one of the official sponsors of the Durham Caribbean Festival, and I support her a lot of times. So, you know, I do want. Are you guys on Facebook or anything, or any social medias that people could follow you and you know, reach out? Yeah.
Follow the bank? Yeah, the bank.
Are you on Facebook? You must have. You don't have a Facebook page.
Jane Bank is on Facebook. All social media pages there.
Yes, all social media. Jane Bank, Jane Money.
Jane Money. We're on all social media.
Yes.
Okay.
So we appreciate the feedback. Mm-hmm.
Well, you got somebody to answer, because people will look and see this and they'll follow you. But anyways, I want to thank Claude and Emile for coming on today and explaining to us all about your products. And I do want to also thank Durham Caribbean Festival. You guys, everybody be sure to log in to the Durham Caribbean Festival. It's a virtual, so don't forget, save the date, make sure you're on. You're going to see JN Bank and JN Money Transfer. They're going to be there. You know, if you want their services or you're not too sure of how to approach, these guys are available for you. They eat, dream, and work JN Bank and JN Money Transfer. I don't know about, maybe a little extensive, but you know. Hey, you got to give them a raise after this.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All the best to you.
Thank
you for having me.
Again.
All right, and I thank everybody and all the viewers out there for tuning in tonight and watching JN Transfer. Be sure to support the Durham Caribbean Festival and follow me. You know, you guys stay tuned. So bye for now, everybody. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye. Take care.